Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Virtual Racers Club. We're here with the Super GT League we run on a Tuesday evening. It's round 5 already of this 6-round championship, and we have moved out of Japan, across the waters, to the land of Oz, and we're going to face down with the mountain. Yes, we're at Bathurst with these GR2 cars. Let me fill you in for now with what we are dealing with the Super GT Championship. The VRC Super GT Championship is inspired by Japan's Super GT Championship and will use the 2016 Super GT cars available on GT Sport. The championship will consist of 12 racers at 6 different circuits. Each round will begin with a 3-lap qualifying race to determine the grid for Race 1. Race 1 will be a 40-minute endurance race in which all drivers must use both super soft and medium tyre compounds. Race 2 will also be a 40-minute endurance race, but with a reverse grid based on the Race 1 results, using both the soft and hard tyre compounds. Right, got more information for you. We will get underway, trust me. It's all about the information. So, the grid that you're looking for this three-lap qualifying race is the reverse of the championship, and I will read the championship out to you now, because it's there's a couple of drivers got some opportunities in this at the moment. Before drop scores, after round 4, Matt Psycho is leading on 146 points. In second place, Racer Brown on 130 points. In third, Stevie Styler on 107 points, with fourth, Kale on 105 points. Jam in fifth on 97 points. Sixth is IR Graham on 95 points. In seventh, Homesick Alien on 93 points. In eighth, Gazman on 84 points. In ninth, Liam Anfield on 77 points. In 10th, Darren Salmon on 59 points. In 11th, Noxie on 54 points. In 12th, Jim on Wise on 44 points. In 13th, Guesty on 37 points. In 14th, Jokers on 23 points. In 15th, the Mika Wivry on 13 points. And in 16th, Bunny on 7 points. We only took part in one round so far. So that's the table. This will be the reverse of that, or should be. We will have a quick look through, because it's nice to see the grid. So on pole will be Bunny for this 3-lap race qualifier. Second is a Jokers in the Nissan. Third, Guesty in the Honda. The Hondas didn't have a good showing last round at Tokyo Expressway, so hopefully they'll have a better race here at Mount Drama. And in fourth is Jim on Wise in the Honda. Fifth on the grid is Noxie in his Lexus. Daz is 6th in the Nissan. 7th is Liam Anfield in the Honda. 8th is Homesick Alien in the Nissan. Gazman is sitting on 9th in the Honda. Jam in 10th, also in the Honda. Stevie Styler is 11th in the Lexus, with Kale sitting behind him in 12th in also the Lexus. 13th for IR Graham in the Nissan. 14th for Psycho in the Lexus, and Racer Brown in the Lexus also. Wow, we've got a lot of chat going on already. My word, we haven't even got off to qualifying yet. Have a quick rundown. So Flashman, he was first one in, says, alright Mara. Jam Huntington also literally put the final results up for round 6. Yes, I've got that to do yet. Pat also saying hello, good day. Racer Brown, good afternoon thingy and all. Jam saying I may get PTSD from this. Homesick Alien says afternoon all. Liam Williams says PTSD lol. Homesick Alien says literally no idea why I'm even watching this. Not a good round for me. Oh, spoiler alert. Oh my. So let's get qualifying out the way first, shall we? And see. They're all on super softs for the qualifying. Like I said, in race 1 they use the super softs and mediums. They've got to keep their tyres on for at least 5 laps, but we will worry about that when we get there. First of all, they've got 3 laps around the mountain to work out who's going to start where. It's a rolling start, so we'll just see them slowly make their way around Murray's Corner, and then it's going to be Hell for Leather all the way to Hell's Corner. And there we're watching Bunny lead the way of the rest of the field. Jokers following him. And there they go. He's floored it. He's on his way now. And are they all going to get through? Such a tight corner. It's a tricky one. I'm not watching the right part. It's this fight when you're coming out of it. Oh, it looks like someone's had an off up there. Oh, it looks like Noxie already down into 4th place. Further down, Daz in 5th. Liam Anfield looks like he's moved up to 6th. Homescalian in 7th. Gazman in 8th. Struggling with Jam in 9th. Guesty chasing them down in 11th. Stevie Styler 12th. Kale. I.R. Graham in 13th. Psycho in 14th. And Racer Brown. Nothing changed at the back there. Then Bunny still leading the way from Jokers. Jokers' car wiggling away through the hill climb. Jim Unwise 3rd in his Honda. Noxie sitting just ahead of Daz. Daz looking for a way past. Sat on board with Daz at the moment. Chasing down Noxie. We've got Liam Anfield in our rearview mirror, really close. Oh dear, it looks like Jim Unwise had an issue whilst Liam Anfield slipped by, and Noxie's rear, he's snaking. Noxie snaking through the snake. My word, and here comes Daz back on Liam Anfield. Liam Anfield and Daz exchanging paint there for 4th and 5th, and it still looks like they're grinding into each other. Hey guys, come on, get a room. And there they go, they're determined to take each other out on qualifying. My word, it's no love lost there, it seems, between those two. Oh my, and then there you go. It's ended up with Daz off the roads. So Bunny leading the way from Jokers. Noxie up into 3rd. Liam in 4th place. Jim Unwise sitting in 5th with Gazman there in 6th. Homesick Alien up 7th. Jam in 8th. Stevie Styler in 9th with I.R. Graham in 10th. 11th for Racer Brown. Racer Brown moving ahead of Kale, Guesty, Psycho not making much headway, and Daz obviously we saw having his thing with Liam Anfield earlier. So Bunny, he's pulled out a gap on Jokers, but Jokers still maintaining that 2nd place with Noxie in 3rd. Liam Anfield catching up with Noxie now. Ooh, not that view. We'll go for that's the best view. So sitting on board for Liam Anfield, we've already done the 1st lap, we're on the 2nd lap, trying to keep up with the chat. I think Jim Unwise is Jam, you, me and a number of us probably need to sit in a dark room after this. Liam Williams, me and Daz couldn't see each other. Oh right, there you go, that's why. Oh dear me, Noxie bumping the wall, going off wide. That's moved Liam Anfield up into 3rd. Well, that explains why Daz and Liam Anfield looked like they were bashing each other. They couldn't see each other. There you go, and that's why that happens. Interesting that happened then. So there you go. Situation explained. We couldn't see Liam also in our Saturday Zingray final, which was a real shame. So, but anyway, back to this. Bunny there leading the way from Jokers. It's looking good for these guys. Pole in 2nd place. Liam Anfield up into 3rd. That's a great place for Liam Anfield to start with. Gazman there 4th. Gazman, we've seen some good form from Gazman lately. Could he be poised to take a win in the Super GTs? If I look down at my cheat sheet at Gazman, oh, the Hondas didn't have a great race the last time round, but yes, he's been knocking on the door of the podium. 4th is his best so far. Now they're on to the final lap now. Noxie in 5th place. We saw him hit the barrier and have a little bit of an off. Stevie Styler is up to 6th. I've missed all the action in the back here. Sorry, watching the guys at the front. Racer Brown fighting Stevie Styler for that 6th place. And just behind them, Kale. We saw he was at the back earlier. Wow, I've missed a lot of action. I apologise, guys. Down here, I.R. Graham in 9th. Guesty in 10th. Psycho still in 11th. Not making much headway. Oh, Psycho. It's going very slow for some reason. He's got his hazards on. I don't know. Daz there, moving up into 12th. Homesick Alien's had a bad one as well. He's down into 13th. Jam in 14th. Psycho there. Maybe Psycho was slowing down to redress. I am not sure. There's Bunny coming over. This is the third lap. Jim says, you'll have to teach me that secret. I wished I could do most of these races incognito level. Cloaking, he's got a Klingon cloaking device on board. So Bunny leading, Jokers in second, Liam Anfield in third, Gasman in 4th place, ahead of Racer Brown. We saw just getting past Stevie Styler. Now Stevie Styler on Noxie. Noxie struggling through this tight part of the track. I.R. Graham breathing down Stevie Styler's exhaust pipe with Kale there as well in 9th, 10th for Guesty at the moment, 11th Jim on Wise, 12th for Daz, 13th for Homesick Alien, Jam in 14th and Psycho back in 15th. So Bunny coming across to take that pole position. Fantastic stuff there for Bunny. Jokers there, held on to second spot on the grid. Great stuff. Third for Liam Anfield. Nice high spot for Liam Anfield. Gasman in 4th. That's a great starting point. Racer Brown in 5th. I'm guessing these are all going to come flying across really thick and fast. 6th for Noxie. There they all come. 7th for Stevie Styler. 8th for I.R. Graham. 9th for Kale. Or is it? Because it looks like Guesty's just about to have a dip on that. Yeah, 9th, 10th for Guesty. 11th for Jim on Wise, 12th for Daz, Homesick Alien coming across in 13th, Jam in 14th and Matt Psycho in 15th. That will be your grid for race 1 here. I didn't keep up with that very well, I don't think. That was quite manic. These races are going to be hectic. Quick sip of my drink. Should have done that while I was loading this up, shouldn't I? Oh dear, that says red flag. Looks like this one's going to be a quick halt. In the chat, Darren Salmon says, did look spectacular though. Liam Williams says, it's not a planned thing. Williams says, haha, Williams. I've reduced Liam Anfield down to Williams. No, Liam, sorry. So here we are at the race 1 with Bunny on pole and Jokers in second, even though they always mix them up here. It's got the weirdest grid ever. Confuses itself. Right, let me see what I can do. F1, get rid of those. Am I going to have to be school? Well, red flag, it's got to be Hell's Corner. That's my call. Could be any corner in this first lap, but I reckon Hell's Corner is going to kick off. We're looking at Bunny, who's pole. Waiting for them lights, and they're off. It looks like a good start from Bunny. Jumped a good start. Joker's a bit slow, falling into the pack. Liam Anfield up into second. Gasman there in third, and it looks this. Oh, they're all. Oh yes. So there's Noxie up into third. That's not bad, is it? Stevie Styler up into second, but we've got Kale fourth. It's this lot over here, isn't it? Jam's on the road. He's doing okay. Racer Brown seems to be a bit wide. Liam Anfield seems to be facing the wrong way. Jokers, oh dear. Gasman was the lot highest. So what we'll do, we're going to jump on the back of Gasman. I'm going to go back. I'll go all the way back. I'm not steward. I'm not picking the pieces out of this. Just trying to see the situation. There they go. Great start. He had a great thrust up into second, braking. All Racer Brown's coming up the inside of him. Yeah, I don't know. Jokers there on the outside of Gasman. He's had a bit of an off. Noxie looking like he's going to make his way through. Stevie Styler looking like he was making his way through. Like I said, you'll have to read the steward's report. I think they took the bones out of this, but yeah, I can see why the red flag was scored. A few too many people gone off the track there, isn't there? Go, Guesty trying to get back on. Yeah, look. Homesick Alien getting jammed up behind them all. Yeah, just a big roadblock for everyone behind, wasn't it? So, Hell's Corner really causing a casualty here for the first race. Bunny unaware, he's just cracking on. Stevie Styler following him. Jam up into third, but Jam, he's host, so I imagine he's there. He's out. He's gone already. They're all going. Bunny slowing down. Oh, Stevie and Bunny having a nice slow little little thing together, but it's all going to disappear. And there you go. So that was your red flag. It just looked like a cluster of cars in the first corner. Just looked like everyone wants to brake later than the person in front of them. Hang on, because some of these don't work. I should have deleted them. That's race 2. I want race 1 by Psycho. There you go. I'm on it. I think I've uploaded these before we start, so they should just go straight in. Boom, on it. Did look spectacular though. Liam Williams said it's not a planned thing. Haha. Jam says don't use my race 2 replay. Yeah, Jam, it was a cluster. A cluster of cars. That's what I said. So we're just waiting for race 1 to the race 1 rerun. Race 1 part 2. Just to load up. There's Bunny still on pole with Jokers. I think we'll go with a rolling start for this. We'll go up the front. We'll take the big numbers off. I think that's everything I've got to do. We're watching Bunny facing Murray's corner. Joker's there in second. Liam Anfield in third. Gazman and Racer Brown. Let's see if we can get through Hell's Corner this time. Nice and cleanly. Fingers crossed. There's Bunny with his Nissan on the pole. That's a great place to be. It's a very tight circuit. It does have a couple of long straights that they can open them up. The Nissan should like that, I think, and the Lexus is also. So yes, Bunny through Hell's Corner. Okay, gets it just right. They're all making it through. Gazman, Racer Brown finding the back end. That Lexus a little bit leapy. Stevie Styler making an early move on Noxie for 6th place. Don't forget we've got 40 minutes of racing. Stevie's on the Super Softs. Noxie also opted for the Super Softs. Noxie retaining that 6th place, but the back end of the Lexus stepping out, and Stevie Styler just swoops on through. IR Graham not too far behind, and there IR Graham making his way past Noxie. Also Kel's next up. Noxie a sitting duck at the moment while he's recovering. Guesty just behind. Kale having a look. Jim Wise in 11th. Homesick Alien in 12th. There's Daz in 13th with Jam in 14th. Psycho in 15th. Up ahead then Bunny still leading from Liam. Liam's got past Jokers. Jokers under fire from Gazman. Gazman's on the medium tyres. Joker's on the Super Softs. Liam's gone with the Super Softs. Top 3 Super Softs. Gazman's gone with the mediums. Racer Brown also on those medium tyres. No wonder we saw his back end stepping out in that first corner. Stevie Styler is on the Super Softs in his Zingray Lexus, followed by IR Graham in the Zingray Nissan. Noxie falling a little bit back, but he's still ahead of Kale. Kale under threat from Guesty. Guesty on the mediums. Kale's gone with the mediums. Noxie's on the Super Softs. Go up the front now. Bunny having a little detour, mowing some lawns in the Australian outback while Liam Anfield catches him up. The 2 Red Bulls, Nissan v Honda. Liam Anfield's got the inside line. And there, Liam Anfield looks like he's made it through while Bunny just clambers over the curbs and the grass, sorry. And there's Jokers. He's under threat from a Racer Brown now. Racer Brown, shall we have a look? Going up the hill. It's mountain straight, heading up to Griffin's Bend. We're in the toe of the Nissan. Whoa! I don't think Racer Brown was expecting Jokers to brake that early, and he had to stamp on those brakes. I reckon he's left a skid mark somewhere around Griffin's Bend, and Stevie Styler took that opportunity to sling in up there like a sausage up a wizard's sleeve. So Liam Anfield leading the way with Bunny in second, recovering after his few offs. Joker's there third, maintaining that third after getting a little knock from Racer Brown up the rear ski. There we see Stevie Styler feathering it through the corners. Oh, Racer Brown looked like he just went straight on, couldn't turn the car, couldn't turn those medium tyres, letting him down in the corners. Now he's got damage on the front, he's under threat. This could be possibly our championship leader after dropped points, and He's having trouble. Where's his closest rival? His closest rival only in 13th, ahead of Jam now, and Jim One Wise. Jim One Wise right to the back of the pack. He's in the soft tyres. There is Jam on the medium tyres. Psycho on the medium tyres. Daz also, he's on the super soft tyres. Sorry, he's fighting Homesick Alien, who's on the medium tyres. The two Nissans side by side, coming down towards the chase, and in the chat, I can't take my eyes off the racing, sorry. So Homesick Alien there in 11th, just ahead of Daz. Liam Anfield leading this race. There, they cross the line. Daz gonna have a look for Hell's Corner. I'll just watch Hell's Corner, then I'll have a look around the grid. And there we see Daz making it up past the medium-clad Nissan. So beautiful stuff there from Daz. Fantastic move. Now Homesick Alien under threat from Psycho, but Psycho, I think, also on those medium tyres, so it won't be as easy for him. There's Liam Anfield. He's leading the way. He did a 52.7 on the second lap. Bunny only managing a 54. Jokers a 53, and Stevie Styler a 54. So Liam Anfield a little bit faster than most, putting out a gap on Bunny for this 40-minute race, where they have to use 2 tyre compounds and they have to use them for a minimum of 5 laps. Joker's there in the final podium position 5 minutes into this race. Seeing some fantastic stuff from Jokers of late. I'm sure the last race I commentated on, he got a fastest lap early on in the race. So Joker sitting in a great 3rd place. In 4th, Stevie Styler on the super soft tyres, chasing Jokers down. In the chat, we see Liam saying skid mark on seat 2, lol. Liam saying nice to see me at the front of the series for a change. And Flashman says, is that where wizards keep their sausages? Sometimes they just do. So Liam Anfield pulling out a lovely gap on Bunny. Bunny, he's in a little bit of a gap as well. It's Jokers. Jokers is under threat from Stevie Styler. Jumping on board with Stevie Styler in 4th place as we chase the Nissan down of Jokers. Jokers, he caught him up a lot in Hell's Corner there. He's just going to swoop on by. He's not even going to use any tow. How far behind is IR Graham? Graham a little bit further back than these guys, so can't get involved in this fight. They're side by side going into Griffins, and there Stevie Styler around the outside. Is he going to do it? He's off. He's not touched the barrier. He's still side by side with Jokers. This is fantastic racing. Brilliant stuff there. And Jokers just tucks in behind. Bit rich for his blood, I think, and now he's got IR Graham romping up to his back door and giving it a knock. There's Gazman sitting to the back of IR Graham like they are made of glue. Nissan on Honda action here. Joker's down to 4th place, still holding IR Graham off. Oh, I don't know, Joker's having a slight off there, and that lets IR Graham up into 4th place on his medium tyres, remember, with Gazman also on those medium tyres. Gazman, I thought he'd lost it. What a save, fantastic stuff. Great save. Joker's down into 6th now. I shouldn't have praised him too soon. Racer Brown saw he had her earlier woes, going straight on. He is now catching up with Jokers, bringing Kel along with him, with Guesty in 9th for the Honda, 10th for Noxie, 11th there for Homesick Alien with Jam. Oh, Daz has dropped back a bit. That's a shame. Daz, we saw, fighting to get past Homesick Alien, now back in 13th with Psycho. Under threat from Jim One Wise. Psycho's not having a great race either. 2:01 that last time around. I think they're getting some war wounds in the back of the pack here. Jim One Wise fighting to keep up with the Psycho at the moment. Liam Anfield plain sailing, Sunday drive for Liam out there at 51.9 the last time around. And he's got a lovely gap now on the next Red Bull liveried car, the Nissan of Bunny. Bunny not putting a foot wrong, did a 53.2 his last time around, whilst Liam's doing a 51.9. That's It's quite a chasm of time. Stevie Styler, he did a 53.9 the last time around. He's on them super softs, remember. Io Graham, the top medium runner, 54.8 for him the last time around. Gasman following Io Graham on those medium tyres. They're getting their medium stints out the way nice and early. There is Racer Brown. He's got himself ahead of Jocus now. Racer Brown on a comeback. Manfield says nothing playing about driving around that track. So Racer Brown in 6th place, fighting this championship with Matt Psycho, who also unfortunately is not having the best race. 7th for Jokers. Kale catching Jokers up at a rate of noughts. Kale getting out of it, losing places to Guesty. Guesty moving on up, saying thank you very much. So the Nissan fighting its way through the corners with Guesty just slipping one up the inside of Kale, catching him out. Kale on the medium tyres, Guesty also on the medium tyres. Kale's coming back at Guesty, coming towards the chase. It's a hell of a speed they're carrying through this corner. They've got to be precise, they've got to know they're definitely going to do it. Can they break the speed down? And there you go, Kale moving up into, well, taking back his 8th place from Guesty. What a ding dong Guesty and Kale having down there. Noxie in 10th place with his Lexus. We saw he was having early woes. He's getting on pace now with 54.8 last time around. Guesty having a small off, it seems, and Noxie now catching up the Honda driver and going through Hell's Corner in 9th ahead of Noxie. Great driving there from these guys. I mean ahead of Guesty though. So Liam Anfield leading on lap 6 here at Mount Drama. Bunny there in 2nd place with Stevie Styler in the final podium position ahead of I.R. Graham. I.R. Graham has been in and got rid of those medium tyres. We missed his pit stop. He's been in. Racer Brown stayed out on those mediums with Gasman also going in with I.R. Graham. So Racer Brown moving up into 5th place, but he still has to make a pit stop. Did a 54.3 his last time around. I.R. Graham was a 54.8 the time before his pit stop. Gasman a 54.7, so it's all about what pace Racer Brown can put down on the track now, because he will be losing time to I.R. Graham and Gasman around him. Jokers on those super softs looking quite grizzled early on, 6 laps in. Kale in 8th on those mediums. He's opted to stay out there a little bit longer on the mediums. 10th there for Noxie. Guesty coming back at him on those mediums. Have those super... Oh, it looks like Noxie's had a knock of a barrier. Front of his car's flashing. He's going to be under threat from Homesick Alien. Liam Anfield is going in to get rid of the super softs early doors. I.R. Graham. Where's Bunny? Bunny's dropped down, but he hasn't pitted. He hasn't pitted, he must have... No. But oh, I.R. Graham now taking... No. Yes. He's flipping all over the place. Liam Anfield has come back out ahead. I thought that. I.R. Graham. Bunny there. He opted not to pit. He's lost a position to I.R. Graham. Stevie Styler also losing a position. Wasn't he ahead of I.R. Graham? So I.R. Graham... Oh, Stevie Styler's been in. Sorry, Stevie Styler pitted, put some medium tyres on. Racer Brown still got his medium tyres on. He's still not going into the pits. He did his fastest lap the last time around, a 53.4. Gasman, we can't really tell what his lap times are yet, because he's only just doing his first lap after his outlap. Joker's there in 7th. He has been in. He's put some fresh rubber on, got himself out ahead of Kale. Kale also pitting to get rid of those medium tyres. So Kale has done the medium stint, where Joker still has to do the medium stint. So Guesty in 9th on those mediums, still opted not to go in, ahead of Homesick Alien, who is stayed out there on those medium tyres also. Matt Psycho in 11th. He's starting to come up through the field. Pat says Battle of the Red Bulls at the front. So Matt Psycho's been in. He's got rid of his medium tyres. He's back out on the super softs. He's ahead of Noxie, also pitted, and he has put the medium tyre on. Daz now in 13th. He's pitted, I think, and put the super softs on. Jam also pitting and putting the super softs on. Jim Wise has gone on to the medium, so leading the way. Liam Anfield sitting pretty. He's done his medium run. No, he hasn't. He hasn't done his medium run. He wasn't on mediums, was he? It was IR Graham was the top medium runner. So IR Graham got Razor Brown finally going in to get rid of those medium tyres. Bunny also pits in. Will Bunny put those mediums on now or save it for later? Yes, Bunny onto the mediums. Racer Brown out the pits in 6th on his super softs, just ahead of Jokers. So he's jumped Jokers in the pit stops. I'm pretty sure he's come out just behind Bunny, who Bunny, if you think about it, should be in like a net 3rd place. But Gazman with his pit stops, he's got himself a little bit above them. Stevie Styler running that medium tyre. He's not far ahead of Gazman, so Gazman will be rubbing his hands. Did a 53.3 his last time around. Stevie Styler, he did an outlap, so it's hard to tell. IR Graham though, he did a 51.0, which was the fastest of the race. It looks like he's catching Liam Anfield up. Liam Anfield did an outlap last time round, so we haven't got a good idea of what his speed is at the moment. But yes, IR Graham is on an absolute push now. Stevie Styler in 3rd place. Bit of a gap behind you. Oh no, oh god, no, there isn't that much of a gap behind him. Sorry, Gazman, it's these ones. Was there a crash? I don't know, it looked like they were all suddenly very slow through that bit, but no. Bunny in 5th, but Racer Brown is catching Bunny up now. I think Racer Brown poised to make a move on the Nissan in his Lexus. There he goes up the inside, but he's on the outside for the chase. Bunny outbrakes himself. No, he's still there, still defending. And Racer Brown now and to find another way past the Nissan rookie, who I've got to say he's had not a bad couple of rounds, I imagine. They're starting to get blue flags. I don't know if that's just someone in the pits. Seems strange. We're only 15 minutes into this 40-minute race, and we're sat on board with Racer Brown, sat in 6th place in the tow of the Nissan of Bunny as we're coming up to Griffins on the inside. Can he maintain it? It looks like it. Was it a good move? Oh, we see Bunny has gone wild. I don't know if that, it didn't look like there was, it looked like there was racing room in the car with Racer Brown. So I'm not sure. Joker's up to 6th, Kel 7th, Bunny regaining and getting back on in 8th place. Matt Psycho catching him up in 9th. Homesick Alien there in 10th. Daz is in 11th, ahead of Noxie in 12th. Noxie with Jam and Guesty all in a queue behind Noxie there. Is Noxie on the medium tyres? We're sat on board with Guesty. Is it a Honda? Sorry, got rid of that. Now we can see in 12th, Noxie ahead of Jam, who is ahead of us on Guesty. Guesty's just done a pit stop, gone on to the super softs. Did he make mediums last all that long? Looks like Noxie's having an issue with Forest Elbow, and he's left him a sitting duck down Conrad Straight. And there goes Jam and Guesty. Two Hondas, not Guesty quite yet. The Lexus super power down the straight, coming back at the Honda. Guesty not quite getting the job done just yet. Oh yes, he has up the inside. Noxie on heavy on them brakes. Noxie must be on the medium tyres. There you go. And that explains Noxie's lack of grip. IR Graham now in the lead. Sorry, I apologise. I will. I don't know when that happened. I bet it happened a while ago. Oh no, it looks like IR Graham just got the tow off of Liam Anfield up Mountain Straight. Looks like he got a better drive out of turn 1 on the Honda, the Nissan. We know it's fast in a straight line, and there it goes, not even using the tow, just powers on through. Nissan now taking the lead. Liam Anfield both on super soft tyres, similar strategy. Pit strategy. IR Graham's already used his medium tyres up though. Liam Anfield yet to use them. Stevie Styler also, oh, he's on them now. He's doing a great pace in the medium tyres. Racer Brown not catching him up yet. Kale up. Gasman's dropped down. Gasman having a tragic lap the last time round at 2:04.8. So Gasman not having a great lap 9. And Jokus not that far behind Gasman, with Psycho catching up to the back of Jokus in his Lexus. He'll be well aware. Racer Brown a few places ahead of him. Knows that he can't lose points on Racer Brown too much. Homesick Alien trying a bit of drift, and there we go, the battle from earlier. Daz and Homesick coming across each other on the track. Homesick didn't even put up a fight there. His medium tyres absolutely blown away. Is that the same mediums he put on in the very first? So looks like Homesick's trying the strategy of just running out the fuel and using those mediums all the way up to halfway. Maybe he's going to try and go halfway on the mediums. I don't think your super softs will last half though, so yes. Homescalian trying something out in that Nissan further down the field. Guesty is in 11th ahead of Jam now. Super Soft's there. Jam is on... Oh no, that's Bunny. Where's Jam? Sorry. There you go. Jam is on the Super Softs. He's doing good lap times. I don't know. Guesty was behind him, wasn't he? It was Noxie, Guesty... Well, yeah, Noxie, Jam, and then Guesty. And we saw Guesty get past Noxie and Jam get past Noxie because of his medium tyres. Now we've got Bunny down there for some reason. He's on the medium tyres now. He's not having a great... Well, he's the 58 his last time around. Noxie, 57. He's not happy on those mediums. Jim on Wise, a 58. He's not happy on the medium tyre either. Homesick Alien, who was watching him earlier, he's come in to get rid of those medium tyres. Done with them. Gets shot, and he comes out just behind Bunny. No, just behind Jam and ahead of Bunny in 12th place. He's on the Super Softs now, half a tank of fuel. Jam in 11th. He's going to have to come in very soon for a pit stop. IR Graham leading the way. He's doing a lovely consistent 151 out there. Liam Anfields did a 54.6 his last time around. Liam Anfield still to run the medium compound. Stevie Styler there in 3rd, doing his medium run now. This could be his last lap on those medium tyres if he so wishes to. After 5 laps they can shed them. Racer Brown, more damage on the front there. He'd just done his fastest lap on lap 10 with a 51.4, but Kale closing that down the gap on Racer Brown. Gasman we saw. He was up there earlier, and he's old Matt Psycho's got past Jokus, up into 7th place, and now he's closing in on Gasman, sitting on board with a 7th place. IR Graham has come into the pits, and so has Liam Anfield. Liam Anfield also coming into the pits, maybe going for a shorter stop, and there we saw Matt Psycho just whooshing past the Honda of Gasman. Stevie Styler also coming in. There's IR Graham going back out, half a tank of fuel on his Super Softs. Liam Anfield has gone on to the mediums, 3/4 of a tank of fuel. Interesting strategy. Racer Brown moving himself up into 3rd place. His tyres still look quite fresh on half a tank of fuel. There in 4th is Kale, and Stevie Styler coming out of the pits on absolutely fresh, spanking, brand new Super Soft tyres, half a tank of fuel, just behind Kale. Kale's on... I dread to think how old his tyres are. They're quite old, but we've lost a bit Stevie Styler. I don't know what happened there. Stevie Styler's crawling. I don't know what, if he had issues in the car, if he had a coming together with Kale, but Kale seemed to just carry on. And Stevie Styler is now being caught by Matt Psycho, but Matt Psycho's fuel is absolutely on 0. He will have to pit after this lap. Joker's there maintaining 7th place. His tyres are looking pretty grizzled. He's low on fuel. Guesty behind him. Looks like his tyres are quite new. He's doing some good lap times, 52s from Guesty. Gasman dropping down into 9th, but he did pit. Yeah, he's on his out lap, so Gasman just pitting. Liam in the chat says the mediums were nasty. Well, yeah, you need your grip around here. Oh, looks like Jam had an issue there in 12th. Jam, everyone's having a bit of an issue here. And Jam absolutely empty on fuel, being caught up by Bunny. Bunny on the medium run. It only looks like, well, I don't know. Yeah, it looks like this is their 5th lap on those medium tyres. Noxie in 14th, finally getting those super softs on. And it's time to get on with his race. We're 23 minutes into this race. Jim Wise still on those medium tyres. He's on an outlap, so maybe he hasn't. I thought Jim Wise had already done his medium run, but I may be mistaken. So IR Graham leading the way after his pit stop. He's put the super soft tyres on. Liam Anfield, he's doing his medium run now. It's on his 2nd lap. Racer Brown already done, I think he's done his medium run in the first stint. And he'll be trying to catch up with Liam Anfield when they both pit. Kale in 4th, looks like he's lost a view of Racer Brown a little bit, and Stevie Styler not far behind Kale with fresher tyres. Kale might be under threat, he's under 1/4 of a tank of fuel. Stevie Styler is just somewhere between 1/4 and a half. Guesty having a great race there, just keeps doing those 50, pumping those 52s out. Stevie Styler, well, you can't tell because he did an outlap. But Kale did a 54.6 his last time around. He's a bit all over the shop. So Guesty with those lap times, that's going to come good for him come later in the race. Matt Psycho there, he's just pitted. He was in 7th anyway, and so he's pitted. He's come out ahead of Gazman. Gazman started this race quite strong, but he seems to have slipped a little bit in this first race here for round 5 of the Super GT Championship, our Tuesday night league. Daz just ahead of Homesick Alien. These two we've seen race a few times in this race alone. Homesick Alien looking like now he's got his super softs on, trying to make his way back through the fields. He's making the move up the inside of Daz. Two Nissans scrapping it out there for 10th and 9th place. Bunny in 11th. He's still on those medium tyres. He's coming in now to get a shot of them. I bet he'd be grateful. Jokers, he's gone on to the mediums now. At the back of the field, he's trying to warm them up. This is his outlap. Jam there in 13th on those super softs, trying to make a comeback. Noxie also back onto the super softs. Jim Wise on the medium. So IR Graham, wow, just done the fastest lap of a 150.714. It looks like he's recently pitted. Liam Anfield, this is his 3rd lap now on those medium tyres. He's only doing a 53 whilst Graham's doing a 50.7. So you can just imagine the gap that IR Graham is pulling out. Racer Brown did a 51.9 his last time around. He is catching up with Liam Anfield, but his tyres are starting to look rather red. Those super softs, how old are they now? God, did he pit on lap 7? No, must have been lap 11. But his tyres wouldn't be that grizzled already. Not sure, but his tyres are starting to look quite done. Kale in 4th. His fuel is flashing. He's going to have to come into the pit. So Stevie Styler. His fuel is 1/4 of a tank. He did a 52.4 his last time around. Kale 53.1 on those old tyres. Stevie Styler looking good to take that position back from Kale and possibly Racer Brown. I don't know if Racer Brown's done enough. He stayed out on those old tyres. 52.4 from Racer Brown. Kale's gone into the pits. Stevie Styler coming around, managing a 57.4. That wasn't great from Stevie Styler. It's not the way to grab positions. Matt Psycho up into 5th now with a 51.8, bringing Gazman along with him. A 51.9 from Gazman. Some great pace down here from these guys. Kale's coming out of the pits in 7th place ahead of Homesick Alien. We saw Homesick Alien go very long with those medium tyres. I didn't think he was going to pay him much dividends, but he's up to 8th place already, nearly halfway up the field. Daz there in 9th On the mediums now is Daz. Has been for about 3 laps. This is 4th lap on those medium tyres. Guesty came into the pits last time around. We saw he was doing some great pace. He's down in 10th at the moment. We're nearly 28 minutes into this race now, this 40-minute race. So there's still lots to happen. There is Joker sitting in 11th, doing his medium run. Right now, Jam catching him up on the super softs. Jam trying to grab some points. He wasn't doing too bad in the championship. I think was he 5th or 6th. Noxie there in 13th. 54s last time around. Bunny did a 54 also. And Jim on Wise, he's still on those mediums. So IR Graham, there is your leader on lap 16 of round 5 of the Super GT Championship, our Tuesday evening league for the Virtual Racers Club. If ever you're ever interested, trying to go up against these guys, you can join our Discord via our website, because I can't send you a link vocally, so I can tell you where the website is. And then you can find the link on the website. So it's www.virtualracersclub.co.uk. I should make a little tune so I can sing it. And then yes, come into our Discord, say hello, look at the sign-ups. Got GTMC signing up. I think that's for next Tuesday, maybe, possibly. My dates are right. We're gonna try 2 lobbies with that one. We've tried 2 lobbies before and it's not been the best, but we're going to give it another go. See how it turns out. So Liam Anfield there in 2nd place. He's still on those medium tyres. We are guessing at the end of this lap he will be coming in to get rid of those. IR Graham's fuel. He's still got a few laps to go in that fuel. Racer Brown now, his fuel is flashing. He's pulled a big gap out on Stevie Styler though. Stevie Styler moving up into 4th after Kale's pit stop. We saw Psycho. I thought Psycho's fuel was flashing. Gazman's fuel's flashing for definite. Psycho's is not there yet, and Psycho catching up with Stevie Styler. Getting on board with the Psycho as he looks for a way past Stevie Styler. His tyres might be a little bit fresher than Stevie's, I'm not sure. There we go, the Lexuses fighting each other out on track. It doesn't look like there was really much there Stevie Styler could do. Oh yeah, Stevie Styler's fuel is flashing. Racer Brown, we saw his fuel was flashing. So will Matt Psycho stay out there for another lap? Stevie Styler definitely has to come in. Gazman definitely has to come in. Kale we saw pitting the lap before, and that's worked out a lovely work for him. Moving ahead, and there we see a whole host of people pitting behind Kale. There, Gazman, Home 6 come in, Stevie Styler. Daz has also come in to get rid of his medium tyres. Stevie Styler's on the move again. Stevie Styler out of the pit lane in 6th place. So Matt Psycho moving up into 4th. Racer Brown getting back out of the pits in 3rd ahead of Matt Psycho. Look at this. Oh no. Oh yeah, no, Matt Psycho stayed out, did he? To go another round. And Racer Brown must have got in and just come out just ahead of Psycho, but Psycho will have to pit this next time around. These are the 2 championship leaders you see in on track right now. 31.5 minutes into this 40-minute race, and they have finally met. We've seen them driving around here, this mountain, for the last 30 odd minutes. And now they're having a duel on track. Lexus on Lexus action here. The Lexis fighting it out. But we do know Psycho has to come into the pits. Racer Brown pits in the lap before. And he's got a lot fresher tyres. There is IR Graham going in. So, oh, Liam Anfield. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, this is his 5th lap. I keep saying this is his 5th lap, but this one is his 5th lap. So Liam Anfield can finally come in and get rid of that rubber, but look at the gap. IR Graham moving before Liam Anfield already coming into the pits. That's how much he lost on those medium tyres. And IR Graham back out there on the super softs, king of the mountain. Fantastic stuff. Liam Anfield in the pits, Get rid of those medium tyres, top up the fuel. Racer Brown, that early pit stop paying dividends against Liam Anfield. Liam Anfield looks like he's going to lose the spot to, no, sorry, I apologise, sort of weird layout at Bathurst, but Liam Anfield out of the corner before Racer Brown, but Racer Brown now seeing the back of the Honda and maybe fancying his chances to rock up to the back of that. That's nice. After 33 minutes we've got a Nissan leading, a Honda in second and a Lexus in third. Cale in fourth in his Lexus. He's had a great race, very understated, kept it low, looked slow and low, and he's ended up in fourth place. Psycho there in fifth after his pit stop, ahead of Stevie Styler. So that duel will carry on. Gazman out of the pits in seventh, ahead of Homesick Alien, who's also pitted recently, in eighth, with Daz in ninth, also on the Super Softs. Guesty there in 10th on the Super Softs. He's had some patchy lap times, it seems. A 2:01 and a 56. That's a shame. 11th is Jam. Jam looks like he's recently pitted. He's ahead of a Jokus there. Jokus finally getting rid of those medium tyres. He can get back in the game. Noxie on the Super Softs back in 13th, ahead of Bunny in 14th. And Jimon Weiss still on those medium tyres, just getting lapped by IR Graham. IR Graham, an unstoppable force today here at Mount Drama. Liam Anfield coming around Murray's to finish his out lap. Still just ahead of Racer Brown, sitting on board with Racer Brown for a lap of Bathurst through Hell's Corner, going up Mountain Straight, heading towards Griffin's Bend, turn 2. Our only aim to get closer and closer to that Honda, pushing with everything we've got. Heading up to the cut-in, turns 3, 4, 5, Quarry Corner, 7, 8, Frog Hollow. Now we're heading into Skyline. To the S's. The Dipper. Oh, a little knock on the barrier there from Racer Brown. Down to Forest Elbow. Onto Conrad Straight. Are we any closer to that Honda in front of us? Doesn't look like it. Looks like their times are pretty even Stevens here. The Lexus and the Honda. Stalemate on track as we're heading down Conrad Straight, getting up to 185 miles an hour. We're getting to the chase, down through to second gear, 70 miles an hour still. Ridiculous speeds to be carrying through tight corners. Heading down to Murray's Corner, up to 150, braking down into 70 miles an hour in second gear. He looks closer to the Honda now as we're getting to the tight corners into Hell's Corner. He's done his fastest lap time. Liam Anfield managing a 151.966. Racer Brown a 51.1, nearly 8/10 faster. IR Graham a 50.5. Absolutely beasting it today. Cale there managing a 52.9 ahead of Psycho, who did a 50.6. So Matt Psycho making a shaking and moving to try and rock up to the back of the South African in his Waco's liveried Lexus. Stevie Styler in 6th, ahead of Gazman. Gazman just doing his fastest lap time of a 51.1. Stevie Styler's last time around a 52.4. So Stevie Styler doesn't pick up the pace. He's going to find a Honda all up in his business. Homesick Alien, a 53.3. The last time round for him, he's being chased by Daz. 51.6 from Daz. Daz doing some good lap times at the moment compared to Homesick Aliens. Homesick Alien in the 52s and 53s since his pit stop. And Daz managing to pull out a couple of 51s. He's knocking the barriers at the moment. Guesty there in 10th. He's in the 53s. Chasing down Daz. He looks like he's quite a way behind Daz now. Jokus in 11th, ahead of the Honda of Jam. Not Jam's day today, it seems. Noxie there in 13th, not enjoying the walls here at Mount Panama. In 14th, Bunny, an early runner up there, looked good. He's on the medium tyres as well, didn't he already do a medium run? I think some of them just not enjoying how quickly the tyres are wearing out. Same with Jim One Wise, sticking with those medium tyres again. So IR Graham there, out there doing 50s, easy 50s. Liam Anfield is being caught up by Racer Brown. Oh, we missed it. Psycho already caught up Kale. I thought we had a little time to go, yeah? Oh, there we go. Where did it happen? Coming up. Oh, Kale just got on the dirt a little bit, had to save the car and lose the place. So that's how Psycho got himself up into 4th place, chasing down Racer Brown, but there is a wide old gap between them. Kale dropping down into 5th. Stevie Styler, see this battle ahead of him, and he has got Gazman catching him up fast. Gazman again with a 51.4 over the line. Did I already see those times? A 52.4 from Stevie Styler. So Stevie Styler a second slower a lap than Gazman, but Gazman's fuel now flashing. He will have to come into the fuel. Stevie Styler's still got a lap of fuel there. Kale's fuel is flashing. Psycho's still got a lap or two. Racer Brown, he's got a lap or two. Liam Anfield, yes, quarter of a tank of fuel. IR Graham just under a quarter of a tank of fuel. So maybe Liam Anfield can go a lap longer to get himself a little closer to IR Graham, but that is a chasm of a space between the two of them. With Racer Brown catching him up also, it's going to be an absolute fight. Psycho there in 4th place, coming across the Honda of Jim One Wise. Kale also coming across Jim One Wise pretty soon. Kale needing a pit stop. Stevie Styler needing a pit stop. Gazman needing a pit stop. Homesick Alien, he's got a little fuel left, but he will need one. Daz catching up. Homesick Alien, we saw Daz's pace was faster than the Aliens at the moment. Alien again with a 53.4, and Daz, managing a 52. So Daz pulling in the Alien for the final stint. Oh, we're at 40 minutes, sorry. I'm there thinking about pit stops. These are the fuel's running out. There you go. So Liam Anfield finishes in 2nd. Racer Brown finishing in 3rd. Psycho there in 4th. I was still ready to go for another 20 minutes. Psycho finishing in 4th position with Kale there in 5th. Stevie Styler finishing 6th, just ahead of Gazman. Oh my lord, there were just so many. Homesick Alien, Daz was catching up to Alien as well. So there's Homesick Alien finishing in 8th. Daz in 9th. Joker's coming around across the line in 10th position. He's got a bit of a way to go yet. Just going through the chase. Let's have a check where IR Graham is. IR Graham, we're all right yet. So Joker's coming around the final corner to get a great 10th place for Joker's. There he goes, crossing the line in his Nissan for 10th. Guesty in 11th. Great pace from Guesty today, real consistent. Across the line for that. Jam in 12th. Not had a great round this round. Noxie coming around to finish in 13th. And Bunny, sorry, there you go, Nox crossing the line. There's Bunny. Where's IR Graham? Has he finished yet? And IR Graham coming around the final corner, and that's where I want to pause it. I don't know if Bunny crossed the line yet. Bunny's virtually there. Oh, you can see IR Graham just behind him. That'll do. So that is your winner of round 5, race 1 of the Super GT Championship. IR Graham. He hadn't taken a win yet, had he? Is it this championship? Yes, he got a win last round, round 4, the final race. So, continuing his streak, 2 wins in a row. Great stuff. I think the only other person... No, Matt Psycho's managed a double win. So's Racer Brown, but they're all within 1 round. I don't think anyone's taken a win across the rounds. So that is great stuff from IR Graham. Second spot for Liam Anfield. Oof, that's not much better. Neither of them are any good. But Liam Anfield in his Honda, taking a second spot. So that's a great result for the Honda team. And Liam Anfield in third for Lexus. You're not going to look at it because Liam's hiding him. Is Racer Brown in the Lexus. Take a boo, my son. Final podium position for Racer Brown, and Manny fought for it. See him coming through. And his closest contender in the championship, Matt Psycho, finishing 4th, just behind him. So that is, this is going to be one hell of a tight championship. I am looking for Psycho. I bet you have written down as Matt Psycho as his old name, because I think he started this championship. Yeah, I did, see? So Matt Psycho in 4th. Oh no, I old named him. In 5th was Kale. Kale loves his 5th. That's his 4th, 5th this season. My pen's just died. Can you believe that? No, it's not. Maybe there's some junk on there. Right, 5th for Gale. Don't worry about my dilemmas with pens and stuff. Stevie Styler finishing in 6th. 7th for Gazman, and Gazman was catching up Stevie Styler like a rate of knots at the end there. I bet he wanted the race to carry on for a bit longer. 7th for Gazman. Homesick Alien trying that very long stint early on the mediums, finally bagging himself an 8th place. 9th there for Daz. What a blinding race he was having with Homesick, and at the end there he was faster than the Alien, and he was definitely catching him up. So Daz finishing in 9th. 10th place for Jokers, having a great run there early on in the race, and Jokers there 10th place. His highest finish is 9th, so still more to come from Jokers. Guesty finishing 11th. We saw a good pace from Guesty as well. Keep consistently great laps. In 12th we have the Jam. Had a bit of a quiet race this one. Didn't really see much from him. That's probably me not going and looking, more so than anything. 13th Noxie. Started a good, he missed last round, so he's just getting himself back into the racing, up to racing speed again for Noxie, getting used to the Lexus. 14th for Bunny, had a great early run. I put Bunny in Mika's slot, didn't I? There you go. Had a fantastic early run in the race. The medium tyre stint pretty much killed him off, and it looked to me like Jim on Wise. He finished on the medium. He pretty much run the mediums for most of that race, I think. Not all of it, I'm sure. I'm sure he did his super soft stint. But, yeah, opted to stick with those mediums. Finished in 15th in the end. So then, that was race 1. Let's get on to race 2, everyone. We're only halfway there. Feels like I've been here for ages chatting to you lot. Jam's excuses are, I was so tired that Tuesday night. And you can tell, there you go, he was a tired little bunny. So let's, oh no, you can't, I can't call you bunny because we've got a bunny. So he was just tired. Oh, I think I've just got a text. I did get told about 2 o'clock. Oh, anyway, who am I watching? Graham. Let Graham take the glory. There you go. Well done with your win. Super stuff there. IR Graham. Fantastic. Brilliant stuff. My mobile's somewhere. It just dung. It dunged. I think there's a McDonald's. I can get a McDonald's. Leaving in mode. Do you want anything? Hi Ryan. Leave mine. To then going to McDonald's. Sorry guys. Let me get that other race loaded up for you while I sort out something to eat, and it's Matt Psycho race 2. So this will be the reverse grid rolling start of round the first race. There you go. If I press play, and let me just put my order in. Oh, he's WhatsApped me, you see, instead of just messaged me. Why do people use different? Here we go. So I've got to keep an eye on the screen, so I preloaded this. Leave it in a mode next to McDonald's. Do you want anything? I'll have a Big Mac meal. Big Mac meal with large latte, please. I wonder if I'll get that. We'll see. So hang on, let me get the big numbers off. We can get to the front of the grid. That is a Jim 1 Wise starting on the soft. Remember, in this race they have to use the soft and hard compound. So we'll have a quick look through the field, see we can see who's got his hard-ons on. But Jim 1 Wise leading the way. I said, see, did you all hear me say a Big Mac meal with a large latte? I'll write large latte again. Obviously didn't see that at the end of the text there. Large latte. So they're off. Sorry, I missed because of my coffee situation. But Jim 1 Wise leading them away. Bunny in second. Noxie's on the hard tyre, quite up there. Top of the field. Fourth is Jam. He's also gone for the hard tyre. Guesty on the soft in fifth. Jokers is on the hard tyre in the Nissan in sixth. Daz there on the softs in seventh, coming up against Jokers. Homesegalian on the hard, but he's getting overtaken by Gazman. Gazman there on the hards also. Whoa, look like Homesegalian in the wall there, but not the only one. So it's a bit of a bunch up there. Jokers has been overtaken by Daz. Stevie Styler's on the hard tyre. Gazman is on the hard tyre. Kale also starting on the hard tyre, side by side with Gazman, going through the tight section, trying to share the road, but both being a little greedy. There is Racer Brown also on the hard tyre, with Psycho just behind him on the hard tyre. Liam Anfield started on the hard tyre. Io Graham started on the hard tyre. And oh, Homesegalian looks like he has DNF'd. Bad one. Not good for Homesick Alien. It looked like something went wrong with him. Sideways in a wall. That looks like a G29 issue. Oh no, there we see Guesty going past Noxie. Noxie having an issue in Forest Elbow. And he's got a bit of damage on the front of that Lexus. Jim 1 Wise still leading in his Honda on the racing soft tyres. Bunny chasing him down. Also, no, in the Nissan, sorry, on the racing soft tyres. There is Guesty in third. In the Honda on the racing soft tyres. Noxie in fourth after his little brush with the wall. Daz there up into fifth, absolutely on fire in this race. Jam in sixth. See the top hard on? No, Noxie's the top one with hards on. He certainly is. There he goes, Noxie. Daz there on the softs just behind Noxie. Jam also with the hard tyres on. Jokers with the hard tyres on. And Kale with the hard tyres on. Looks like they've settled down a little bit at the back here. Have they though? Racer Brown on Gazman with Liam Anfield now in the mix. And Psycho there down into 13th with Io Graham still in 14th, but he's on those hard tyres. So Bunny now taking the lead from Jim 1 Wise. Bunny taking the leads, and Jim 1 Wise has gone into the wall. Oh my lord, it's gone all wrong for Jim 1 Wise. Guesty up into second. No, Jim 1 Wise, he's maintained, he's come back. Who was in the wall? Oh, it was Jim 1 Wise, but he recovered very well, very quickly indeed. So there goes Bunny. He's getting himself a little bit of a cushion before second place. Jim 1 Wise with Guesty up into third. Noxie now in fourth. Daz is in fifth place ahead of Jam. And Joker's there in seventh. He's struggling over the curbs. There is Kale. They're on those hard tyres. Absolutely no grip for them out there. They're on lap 2, but the tyres wouldn't have warmed up yet. Racer Brown following Stevie Styler in 10th place ahead of Gazman, who's ahead of Psycho now. Psycho ahead of Liam Anfield. And Io Graham still sitting there in 14th. So Liam Anfield looked like he had a bit of an issue that last lap around. Bunny still leading the way on those racing softs. So in the chat, I think I've missed a couple of things. Jam said I was sleepy boy. Liam says, Mackie's come on my son. Yes. Not the Grand Mac. Come on, no. Too much Mac. So Bunny then crosses the line. Ahead of Guesty. Daz now up into 3rd place. We've had some movement. Who have we lost? Noxie. Noxie is down. Noxie's down with Jim and Wise. So yes, Jim and Wise. I don't know if they had a coming together or what we missed, but Noxie, oh, whoa, whoa, Kale struggling to grab the Lexus coming out of the corner on those hard tyres. So Bunny leading on the racing softs with Guesty in 2nd place, also on those racing softs. Daz is in 3rd place on the racing softs. Jam now highest racing hard driver in 4th place in that Honda. Joker's up into 5th place on the racing hards in the Nissan. In 6th place we have a Jim One Wise racing softs. Kale there in 7th place ahead of a Noxie in 8th. 9th there for Stevie Styler. He's on the racing hard tyres ahead of a Racer Brown. I haven't got favouritism. I know I jump onto Racer Browns all the time, but this does look juicy between Stevie Styler and Racer Brown. They've dropped Gazman a little bit, pulled away from the Gazman. Gazman got his hands full with Liam Anfield a little further back. And there we see Noxie trying to grab that Lexus. Jim on Wise struggling ahead of him. And now it's a 4-car crush. My word, it looks like Racer Brown managed to get on the side of Stevie, but Stevie, and there goes Jim on Wise. Jim on Wise DNF'd, I think. Looked like just before us. Jim on Wise, and behind us you can see Gazman, Liam Anfield. This is juicy as you like. 5.5 minutes into this race. There you can see all the way down to last place from 7th all the way down to 13th, isn't it? That's all of them. Stevie Styler 7th, just moving ahead of no, not Gazman. Stevie Styler still ahead of Racer Brown, maybe. Gazman now all over the back of Racer Brown. These hard tyres, they're in their own little race further back. Noxie just ahead of Liam Anfield, who is just ahead of IR Graham and Matt Psycho. Matt Psycho really, really far back from these guys. Something must have happened to Matt Psycho, and there's Noxie getting out of it, I think. I just don't think he wanted to be part of this. And there we see IR Graham and Liam Anfield, the main protagonists from the first race, going side by side up the hill, up to Griffin's. And Liam Anfield got the inside line, but the outside there, and wow, the Nissan just driving around the outside of Liam Anfield. So Jim One Wise, he says no cheeseburger chaser. No, I don't want to be greedy because someone else is getting it. It's my father-in-law's getting it. He's bringing the kids back. We needed 24 hours away from our own children because I was going to kill him. Do you know what my 13-year-old said to me yesterday when I told him to put some socks on because it was wet outside and cold and he'd get cold? He said, "All right, Snowflake, calm down." Yes. I've had fights with people for less. I'm not a fighting person. That's not a boast. That's honestly, the red mist. I had to walk. I didn't even speak. I just turned around and walked out of his room. Cause, dude. So yeah, we got rid of the kids for 24 hours because we needed a break. And yes, the granddad's bringing them back, but via McDonald's. So back to the race. There's Thingy's private life for you. Snowflake boy, I am. So Bunny's still leading the way here at 8 minutes into this race. Bunny doing a great job out there. 54s the last 2 times around. Guesty also in the 54s. Daz there, he's in the 54s that last time. The soft tyres seeming to hold up. Jam having a great one. 56 for him last time around. Jokers a 56 also. It looks like Kale is catching them up though. He's doing a 55.4 on those hard tyres. Stevie Styler up into 7th ahead of Racer Brown on his hard tyres. He did a 55 dead last time, but looks like Racer Brown now coming at Stevie Styler, doing a 54.5 on his hard tyres. This is lap 5, so we assume all of these guys are going to come flying into the pits. IR Graham managing a 56.6 on his tyres. 10th place for Liam Anfield, a 58.1. 11th there for Gazman. And these are all on their hard tyres, and I imagine they are just praying and hoping they can get to the end of this lap so they can get some soft tyres on and feel some grip. There is Bunny leading the way out there. Consistent 54s on his racing soft tyres, burning down the fuel, coming up to half a tank. He's got a nice little buffer on Guesty, but Guesty is matching his lap times a little bit down on that last lap. Daz, 54.2, he's doing some good lap times. He's got the fastest lap so far in this race on lap 3 with a 53.342. Jam clinging on to the back of them. Jokus now under attack from Kale. Kale on the move. Racer Brown ahead of Stevie Styler. IR Graham is ahead of Liam Anfield. Some action gone on. Gazman's dropped right back to 11th. With Noxie in 12th, Psycho in 13th, trying to catch the boys up. You can start seeing the back of Noxie. There's Daz. Daz has come in. Daz has come in on those soft tyres. Interesting. So, yes, as expected, no, Kale stayed out on those hard tyres. Racer Brown also staying out on the hard tyres, but Jam coming in, putting the softs on. Where are we? Come on. Kale has caught Jam up, but Jam now on those racing soft tyres, so you think Jam could pull away from Kale, but remember, he's quite tired, so he could easily make a mistake. Kale there in 5th on those racing hard tyres, staying out there for an extra lap. Will it cost him? Racer Brown also staying out for an extra lap. Jokus, he went in, he got the soft tyres on, come back out in 7th place. Stevie Styler, he came in, he put the soft tyres on. IR Graham came in, put the soft tyres on. Liam Anfield also coming in, putting the soft tyres on. Gazman coming in and putting the soft tyres on. Psycho also putting the soft tyres on. Noxie putting the soft tyres on, losing out to Psycho in the pit stops. So Bunny, he stayed out there. It's lap 6 and now he's done 3 laps of 54s. Guesty 53.8 the last time around, so Guesty on a push. Tyre wear looks quite good. Half a tank of fuel, could go for a while yet. Daz there, he came in for a pit stop. That was really bizarre. He put some brand new tyres on, but it was the racing softs again. In 4th, Kale still on those racing hards, just ahead of Racer Brown. 56.1 last time from Kale. Will he come into the pits this one? Have they lost a lot of time? Too much time on this lap. There comes Kale coming in, and Racer Brown also. Jam looking to take back over 4th spot once he gets past these guys on his racing soft tyres. Stevie Styler, will he move up into 5th? It looks like he's going to. It looks like all these guys are going to do Racer Brown and Kale. He's staying out an extra lap on those tyres may not have been the prudent thing to do. Joker's down to 8th, Liam Anfield 9th. And there comes Racer Brown out on the soft tyres, 1 lap longer than them guys, really dropped him down. 11th there for Gazman, Psycho in 12th, Noxie in 13th. Who came in with him? Kale, give me a sec. So Bunny leading from Guesty. Daz in 3rd, Kale there in 4th. So Kale came in, pitted and got back out ahead of Jam, even though he did the extra lap on the hard tyres. That's a fantastic effort there, Kale. I salute you, sir. Great move. Jam, did he not put any fuel in? He's got half a tank of fuel, so yeah, not bad. Stevie Styler on the racing softs now. These guys head down, cracking on, fighting fastest laps, whilst Bunny still staying out there, yet to do the medium run. Guesty also to do the medium run. We've got a little separate race going on up at the front with the soft running cars. Daz catched up these guys to say he's pitted. Did he pit? He did pit. I did not imagine it. That 59 is him going into the pits to change his tyres. He might not have dropped any fuel in the car. A little bit if he did. Bunny carrying on there for lap 8. To begin lap 8. So is Guesty. No sign of a pit stop from these guys yet. Bunny last time round a 54.6. Guesty managing a 54.5. Here comes Daz doing a 52.3. He's got the fastest lap again. A 52.3 from Daz. He'll be catching those guys up ahead of him. That little quick pit stop seems like it was a genius move. Cale there in 4th place. He's just... It says he's just done a lap, but it can't have been a 50. Oh, it was an outlap, wasn't it? Yeah, 50. It was an outlap though. Jam. 53.8 for Jam last time across the line. IR Graham at 52.9. He's getting purples now though, IR Graham. Stevie Styler catching up with IR Graham, the two Zingrey cars. Really close together. The Lexus and the Nissan. About to dice as they go up the mountain. Liam Anfield just ahead of Racer Brown. With Jokus there in 10th place, just giving the barrier a little rub. Psycho in 11th on his comeback, ahead of Gazman and ahead of Noxie in 13th spot. Bunny still leading the way though. Lap 8, 54.6 last time around for him. Guesty managing a 54.5, but Guesty has got a Daz. We saw Daz was absolutely flying, and now he's caught up with Guesty in the Honda. And I'll tell you what, we should sit on board with him. Seems to be the only right thing to do. So sat on board with VRC Daz, chasing down Guesty in his Honda. He's got brand new fresh rubber on, and well, where did Guesty disappear to? Guesty just seemed to go stage left. Sorry Guesty, I don't want to replay people's mistakes. I didn't see what happened to you. Did you just get on the curb? Oh, the back end just went away from you. Oh, that's a gutter. So Bunny is into the pit stops. That might help Guesty. Guesty just comes straight into the pits. Daz then up into second. He's continuing on, but he did pit not that long ago. There's Guesty. Did he come into the pits? He has. A great call there from Guesty. Into the pits, try and lose. Oh no, he's overshot the pit, and now he's had to continue. Oh, poor Guesty. Poor Guesty. Oh, that's annoying. I've seen that in another Australian race. Someone just actually just missing the pit entrance and just going over wide. Those tyres were used. So Daz in first place, leading the way. He's got the fastest lap so far. Bunny has been in the pits, back out again, has put the hard tyres on. Cale up into third place with a 52.989 his last time around. IR Graham up into fourth, but he's being caught by his bro, Stevie Styler. IR Graham managing a 52.4 the last time around, a 52.9 from Stevie Styler. Guesty, after his little small off and pit stop. Oh no, he didn't pit, did he? He couldn't go in. So he's down to 6. He's snaking around. He's just trying to survive to get back to the pit stop. There's Liam Anfield on a beautiful set of racing softs, catching up the fellow Honda of Guesty. And Racer Brown chasing Liam Anfield down on his racing softs in his Lexus, getting purples. He's caught him up quite quickly. Guesty with no grip whatsoever. He's going to get in all their way, and oh, look like Matt Psycho wanted to get past. He can't quite get past, and now Guesty is. Matt Psycho maybe thinking he was the reason for that. And there, Jokus having a sneaky one up the inside of the pair of them, whilst Matt Psycho waiting for Guesty. Oh, Matt Psycho really losing out there, seeing his championship rival up into 7th spot as Guesty and Matt Psycho slipped to the back of that queue. Jokus up into 8th alongside Gazman. Gazman's got the bit between his teeth now, but no, Jokus keeping hold of that 8th ahead of Gazman in 9th. Matt Psycho desperate to get past these guys. He knows he's got more pace in this car. He really wants to open her up and get her going, but he's being hounded by traffic, and the traffic is racing each other. Guesty finally managing to get to the pits, lost a lot of time doing so though. I imagine, oh, from a great race down to a bit of a bummer. There's Jam down at the back. What happened to Jam? Jam Has he pitted recently? No, his tyres look still a bit old. He did a 2:14 on lap 8. So not sure what's gone on with Jam there. So Daz leading the way still. He hasn't got the fastest lap anymore though. It's 52.2, has been beaten. Bunny in second place on those hard tyres, trying to maintain ahead of a very fast Kale. 52.3 from Kale. He can see Bunny and he's bringing IR Graham along. There's IR Graham. He has the fastest lap. Oh, Kale making a mistake. Kale making a huge mistake, and IR Graham catching him right up. But there's no room to get past. Stevie Styler must have dropped back from his brother quite a lot. And there is IR Graham stuck behind the South African. And the South African trying to make that Lexus as wide as possible, which helps Bunny. Bunny happy with that situation. Daz also. Remember, Daz not done the hard stint yet. Bunny there in second, running his hard stint. Now we've got IR Graham coming past Kale. Kale there, they're having a bit of a fight, these two. Lexus V and Nissan. And the Nissan comes up into a podium place, very close to Bunny. Stevie Styler there in 5th place. Did a great lap his last lap, 52.4. So not quite sure how he fell behind IR Graham. Oh, it was a 55 that time around. Liam Anfield catching up Stevie Styler with the 52.1 the last time around, some 3-4 seconds faster than Stevie Styler. Racer Brown in 7th, chasing Liam Anfield. Matt Psycho in 8th. Now he's got rid of the traffic, can really open that car up. Joker's in 9th, Gazman there in 10th. With Noxie in 11th. Oh, he's off the pitch. He's off the track. He's off the track again, oh my gosh. So Noxie there in 13th. Jam moving up into a 12th. Not Jam, that's not Jam. That's Jam. He's on those soft tyres. And he was having a great race. We missed what happened to him on lap 8, but he did a 2:14, lost a lot of time. So Daz still leading the way. We're halfway now, 20 minutes into this race. We're at the halfway mark. Daz still not using the hard tyres yet. IR Graham has done his hard run. Bunny is on his hard run now, so IR Graham did catch Bunny up quite easily and got past. And now Kale catching up Bunny. Bunny doing a 57.1 last time around. Not a great lap for Bunny. And that must be why IR Graham and Kale have caught him up so quickly. Bunny there, he's going to make it awkward for Kale. Kale knows what to do though. There you go. Kale does a great move around the outside. Daz back into the pits. Is he going to put the hard tyres on? IR Graham coming onto the pit straight. Start straight. Kale up into second. Is he though? No, Daz is back out. Daz is back out, but he has put the hard tyre on ahead of IR Graham. He's got a bit of space, but the speed IR Graham's going on those soft tyres within 5 laps. Yeah, I think IR Graham's going to easily catch him up. Kale there in 3rd place. Bunny there in 4th. Still on those hard tyres. He's still got 2 laps to go on those, including this one. Racer Brown up into 5th place now. He did a 52.1 his last time around. Psycho in 6th. Stevie Styler down into 7th. So Stevie Styler's just pitted, that's why. He's just been in. Put some new softs on. Gazman there in 8th place. Liam Anfield in 9th. Liam also just pitted. He's on the soft tyre. Guesty in 10th place. He's on the hard tyre right now. Ahead of Jam in 11th. Jam's fuel running out. He needs to get himself into the pits. Noxie there. We saw he was off the track. His fuel is running out also. And Joker's there in 13th. He must have pitted recently because he has got one huge fat tank of fuel in that car. I think Daz is the only one. Well, now he's doing his hard run now, so that's it. I think everyone has adorned a set of hard tyres. So this is IR Graham trying to catch a Daz up. 23 minutes nearly into this race. And your order is Daz leading on his outlap, doing his hard run now. There we have IR Graham in second spot. His tyres are starting to look old. His fuel's starting to look old. He's going to have to pit before he catches up, Daz. So this is very interesting, because I do believe IR Graham might have to pit before he reaches Daz. So he's not going to be able to do it in this stint. Kale there in third. He's got a bit more fuel than IR Graham. Psycho's gone into the pits. There's Bunny on his hard run. This should be his last lap on them. Hang on, let me make sure. Yeah, this should be lap 5 on his hard tyres. Racer Brown catching him up. Racer Brown's softs starting to look a little burned out. He's getting purples though. Stevie Styler just recently pitted on lap 11 for a brand new set of racing soft tyres. Gazman there. He's got a quarter of a tank of fuel, but his racing softs look quite new. He has pitted lap 10. He pitted. He's got his fastest on lap 12, 52.5. Liam Anfield up into 8th. We saw recently pitting. Psycho's just pitted. He's on his outlap now, and he's quite close. He's quite close to Liam Anfield and Gazman, just ahead of them. Guesty in 10th place. He's on the hard run now, with Jokas in 11th on the soft tyre, ahead of Jam, who has pitted. He's put half a tank of fuel in and some racing softs. Is that enough to get to the end? I don't think. Half a tank of fuel will get you to the end, maybe. And Noxie there, just over half a tank of fuel. So Daz is leading, but there we see IR Graham has caught him up. But IR Graham, he's going to peel off into the pits, surely. There he goes. And Daz completing his second lap on these hard tyres. Only 3 more to go. Daz, have faith. Keep in there, mate. Keep in there. So Kale up into second. He has up to stay out a little bit longer. Bunny and Racer Brown side by side on the start straight. Bunny's got the inside line for Hell's Corner, and he takes it. Well, keeps it, should I say. But Racer Brown will be coming at him up here for another stab in Griffins in his Lexus versus Nissan. Bunny's got the inside line, but is it enough? Racer Brown, it still says he's in 4th. They're side by side still. Great racing here, but Bunny dips into the corner, but Bunny's there, lost a bit of grip in the corner. He's hit the wall, and there goes Racer Brown up into 3rd spot, but no, not quite into 3rd spot, because there's Bunny again. Bunny back up the inside of Racer Brown, and Racer Brown concedes the corner. Waits for the straight. I think he's got it on the straight in that Lexus, but he's got no grip. The car's snaking around. Sat on board with Racer Brown chasing Bunny down. Bunny's car, he's on the hard tyre. Oh, whoa, big tank slapper from Racer Brown. My word, oh my God, and he's got in Stevie Styler, and oh, I suppose we should look at it from outside. I think that it's just a bit of dirt. There you go, dirt, and he got a tank slapper on, and then, oh, Stevie and IR Graham both trying to go for a gap that was never always closing. So Daz leading the way on his hard tyres. That's helped him. That's helped him a lot. Kale there. He's nearly out of fuel in 2nd place. Bunny on his hard tyres. He's done, I don't know. That seems to say, I don't know how many laps he's done. It was 57 his pit stop, or 206 on lap 8. He's done a few. Well, there goes Kale. Kale's coming to the pits. Daz carries on. This is all looking very good for Daz. I don't know. I don't want to jinx anything. There goes Bunny. He has come into the pits. He has done his 5 laps. Stevie Styler moving up into 2nd spot. There's IR Graham. Gazman in 4th. Where did he come from? And Kale getting back out of the pits into 2nd spot, ahead of Stevie Styler and ahead of IR Graham. I am sure they're coming together with Racer Brown. Really helped Kale out there. So Daz still leading on the hard tyres. This is his 4th lap on them tyres. He's He's got a good space ahead of Kale. We are 27, nearly 28 minutes into this race. Stevie Styler on the podium position ahead of I.R. Graham. I.R. Graham is ahead of Gasman. Gasman's going to have to pit very soon. His fuel is nearly empty. There is Liam Anfield on just under half a tank of fuel. I'm not saying who can go to the end. There's Bunny. Bunny filled up half a tank on the Racing Softs again in 7th, ahead of Matt Psycho. There's Racer Brown. Racer Brown finally getting into the pits. Lost a lot of time. He's down in 9th, just ahead of Guesty, who's in 10th place, but he's going to have to pit next. Joker's still got loads of fuel out there, so he should take that spot from Guesty. And Noxie also plenty of fuel, just driving around. My word, Daz's fuel starting to look low. Like I said, this is his 4th lap on these hard tyres. Kale, he's on the Racing Soft tyres, he's on his out lap. He's going to be trying to pump in some very strong laps here. Stevie Styler managing to get past I.R. Graham when they came across a Racer Brown having an absolute trauma in the dipper. Stevie Styler's fuel has started flashing. I.R. Graham we saw recently pitting, so he should carry on. Stevie Styler has stayed out there. It looks like some dirt. Kale kicking up some dirt. There is Daz leading. Someone's gone in. Gasman's gone in. We saw Gasman's fuel was low, so Kale in 2nd. Stevie Styler and I.R. Graham. That battle would be immense between those two. I.R. Graham just doing the fastest lap with a 51.0. And Stevie Styler there going defensive, but oh no. Oh. Cross manufacturers, it looks like. Stevie Styler letting his brother through. His fuel is absolutely done though, so maybe he just doesn't want to get in the way. There is Daz. Daz, come on Daz. This is your last lap on those hard tyres. He's not put a foot wrong. He had his hat in for the fastest lap at one point. Kale there, flying around. We still haven't seen what sort of lap time he's capable of at the moment. He's touching the dirt. We see a lot of that from Kale. Scares the bejeebers out of me. There is I.R. Graham up into 3rd, finally getting past his brother Stevie Styler, and now he is slamming those lap times in to try and catch up Kale. So he's still got to get past Kale before he can even get to Daz. Stevie Styler there in 4th, ahead of Liam Anfield. Liam Anfield is ahead of Bunny. Bunny's dropped down a couple of places now. There is Psycho. Oh no, Bunny came out of the pits ahead of Psycho, didn't he? So there's Psycho. Psycho doing a 51.2 and a 52.5 the last time around. Gasman coming out of the pits in front of Racer Brown. Racer Brown fighting Gasman. It's 8th and 9th, so at least Psycho will be happy to know he's ahead of his teammate. There goes Daz. He's gone into the pits to get rid of those hard tyres and to get some fuel in. Kale is carrying on round, and why wouldn't he? He's got brand new tyres and quite a bit of fuel. It was Stevie Styler that needs to pit. There's Liam Anfield. He can't be. He can't. Daz can't have dropped this far down, can he? There's I.R. Graham. He is in 2nd spot. There's Daz coming out in 3rd place. But no, I.R. Graham, he's got the same fuel as I.R. Graham, so they're probably fueled to go to the end, these three. Liam Anfield, he's going to do another pit stop in 4th with Bunny and Matt Psycho alongside each other. Bunny's got the inside line, being defensive. Matt Psycho trying all he can to get past. He's ahead of Racer Brown. And that is a very positive thing in this race. Racer Brown in 8th now. He's fighting with Gasman. He's up into 8th. Gasman in 9th. Guesty there in 10th. He's some way behind that battle. But if they really take each other out, that will pay dividends for Guesty. Guesty, though, has got jokers to think about. Not that far behind. And there is Noxie in 12th, just doing his fastest lap of a 53.487. So Kale is your leader of the race on lap 17 in this massive fight down under for the Super GT Series. Round 5. This is race 2, going into the last 8 minutes of racing of a 40-minute race. I.R. Graham there, just churning out fastest lap after fastest lap. chasing Kale down. They've got similar fuel loads, similar tyres. Daz, we saw, leading the race, having a great race there on his hard tyres. He's just been into the pits, put brand new softs on, and he will be hoping to maintain that place until the end. Bunny moving up into 4th place. Psycho and Liam Anfield both having to pit. So that promotes Gazman, does it? Gazman, we saw pitting earlier. Gazman there. Oh no, Racer Brown and Stevie Styler did not pit. They did pit. Where did we see them coming up? Didn't they pit that last lap? They pitted the lap before, obviously. Dearie me, I'm losing track. I thought they pitted on this lap. Yeah, Liam Anfield pitted this lap. Racer Brown, oh no, because Racer Brown had all those tyre issues, didn't he? Stevie Styler pitted the lap before, sorry. So, Stevie Styler racing Racer Brown, Gazman. Oh, it's Psycho who pitted. Psycho pitted and he's down in 9th place. He's better hope these guys ahead of him are going to pit, and it doesn't look like they are. Their fuel loads look okay. Racer Brown and Stevie Styler fighting each other there on track for 6th place and 7th place. They've got Gazman not too far behind and Psycho not far behind them. This could be an interesting battle as they all close up. Kale still leading the way, but only just. He did a 52.0 the last time around. IR Graham a 51.5, half a second faster than Kale. Daz managing a 50.0, but that was an outlap, sorry, so I shouldn't have told you that. 53.3 from Bunny, with Liam Anfield in 5th place. On an outlap ahead of Racer Brown. Racer Brown dropping Stevie Styler a little bit. Gazman closing up on the Styler, but Psycho closing up on the Gazman. Cracking last 5.5 minutes we've got coming ahead. We're sat on board 9th place, and VRC Psycho as he hunts down Gazman. Stevie Styler in 7th ahead, and Racer Brown in 6th. So Matt Psycho can see his championship contender, his closest contender, just ahead. There he goes. He's going to try and outbrake Gazman into Hell's Corner. He's done a great job, absolutely fantastic. There he goes. He's up into 8th, chasing down Stevie Styler. This race is not done. Kale now under pressure from IR Graham. IR Graham's caught the South African up, and now he's fighting him. We're on lap 19 of this Australian race here for the Super GT Championship. We are 4.5 minutes left of racing. As you can see, the first place battling each other. IR Graham in 2nd, Kale in 1st, Daz a little bit further back in 3rd, but not terribly far back. If these two have an issue, Daz will be there to sweep up any tears that are left on the track. But so far these two have not put a foot wrong. Whew, gosh, this is thirsty work. Literally 2 laps left of this race. And Liam saying he did this whole race not seeing Daz. So Liam, did you think you were in 4th place then when you finished? Right, let's get out of this view, because this is a humdinger there. So the Lexus of Kale crossing the line, managing a 52.4. IR Graham crossing the line, a 52.6 for the Nissan. Tyres starting to play a part. The Nissan's tyres are a little bit more et up. There is Daz doing a 52.5 as he crosses the line. He can see the two ahead of him. My words. We've got 3 minutes left of this. Bunny is under pressure from Liam Anfield. Liam Anfield catching up Bunny. Liam Anfield doing a 52.1. The last time around, Bunny doing a 53.9. It's going to be lamb to the slaughter. Racer Brown there in 6th place. Matt Psycho getting ahead of Stevie Styler. I apologise, we missed that. Stevie Styler doing a 54.1. Last time around, Psycho doing a 52.5. But Stevie Styler looks like he's trying to come back at Matt Psycho. Gazman there in 9th place. 10th place is Guesty. 11th place Jokers. 12th place Noxie. I think we've lost someone, but I don't know who. Kale then still leading. With 2.5 minutes left of racing, IR Graham's tyres looking a lot older than Cale's. Can Cale maintain this lead ahead of IR Graham? Can Daz close down those two cars in front of him? Can Bunny stay ahead of Liam Anfield? Looks okay at the moment. Liam Anfield looks like he's dropped back a little bit from Bunny, but he's coming back to attack him. There's Racer Brown and Psycho, the two championship leaders, again on track with each other. Racer Brown just ahead of Psycho, but Psycho's going to try and grab that toe. The two Lexuses fighting it out. There we go, there goes Matt Psycho. He's trying to go up the inside of Racer Brown, but Racer Brown, no way, sirree. There's Liam Anfield, he's all over the back of Bunny. He's trying to go for a move around the outside. It's not going to happen in L's corner. He's oof. Not L's corner, Murray's corner, sorry. I'm getting my tight corners mixed up. So Liam Anfield, where are we at the counter? Got 1 minute 20 seconds left, and Liam Anfield's gone for the inside line now, and he's moved up ahead of Bunny. Sorry, I was getting my Red Bulls mixed up. But yeah, Liam Anfield then up the inside of Bunny into fourth. Daz there in third. Cale's down into second. I apologise. Let's go back. Oh God, it was a little bit ago. So there we see IR Graham coming up. Oh no, Cale having a small off. What does that mean for Daz? Sorry, Cale, but what does that mean for Daz? Oh, Daz is a little bit too far back there. We've got 1 minute and 20 seconds left of a racing to go, and we saw Cale having a huge off. Their fuel tanks flashing away. But this being the last lap, I don't think it's going to matter. IR Graham on the final lap, should we say, takes the lead from Cale. And there is a Daz in a third spot, chasing them down. Come on, Daz, this is a podium. Liam Anfield still got his hands full with a Bunny. Bunny all over the back of him, but that looks like that is that. And now Liam Anfield pulling away into a comfortable fourth spot with Bunny in fifth, Psycho in sixth ahead. Psycho got ahead of Racer Brown. Great stuff. So Matt Psycho up ahead of Racer Brown. Stevie Styler there in 8th place. 9th place for Gazman. 10th for Guesty. 11th there for Jokers, and Noxie in 12th. So IR Graham coming up to the last 20 seconds of this race, pulling away from Cale. Daz there, couldn't quite catch Cale up in the end. I don't imagine he minds too much to get onto that podium. What a great thing. Liam Anfield in fourth. Oh my God, what's going on behind here? Bunny there in fifth with Psycho in sixth, and Racer Brown in seventh. They're really close, fifth, sixth and seventh. The final flag's coming out. Here comes IR Graham to the final corner. Oh, Psycho's moved up into fifth place ahead of Bunny, and there's IR Graham crossing the line to take the win. Congratulations. Well done, IR Graham. 2 wins. There you go. Cale in second. Desmondo! Podium! In fourth is Liam Anfield with Racer Brown in fifth ahead of Psycho. Racer Brown ahead of Psycho. Whoa. I know the race is over. Let's all not get a bit excited. But it looks like, to me, I think Psycho and Bunny have had a coming together, haven't they? Let's have a little dip back. So that isn't right, is it? No. Dip back a bit. Oh, I've seen something. Right then. So Liam Anfield in fourth. Bunny, no one's finished this race yet. Bunny in fifth. Matt Psycho in sixth. Here we go. What happens? So Bunny and Psycho moving up into fifth place. Whoa. Bunny hitting Matt Psycho. Psycho off of the track. And that helps everyone. Racer Brown up into fifth. Stevie Styler up into sixth. Bunny coming back onto the track, but Psycho moving up into seventh. But he's lost the position to Racer Brown and Stevie Styler. So Bunny there coming around in eighth. So we'll see. Psycho crossing the line. Racer Brown in fifth. Stevie Styler sixth. Psycho seventh. Whoa. Let's pause it for a second because I don't know where I am. Eighth for Bunny. Bunny was close to Gazman there for ninth. No, we've got away yet, haven't we? Guesty coming. He's on his out lap on his final lap. How bizarre. So Guesty coming across the line in 10th spot. Great stuff. Ahead of Jokus in 11th. Great race from Jokus there in 11th. And then Noxie coming down the final straight in 12th spot. So Noxie not comfortable with the Lexus at Bathurst, it seems. It's not been his round. We've had some good races from Noxie of recent, and as he gets to that final corner, I'm going to pause it so we can do our run through. There you go. IR Graham takes the win, and that's 3 in a row for IR Graham. Is he going to sneak in and get this championship from Racer Brown and Psycho? With this great form near the end of the championship, it's looking very good for him. In second spot, oh, Kale. What could have been? What could have been? You were leading that bloody curb in Hell's Corner, wasn't it? So, 5th in the first round and 2nd in first race and 2nd in the 2nd race. Congratulations, Cal. Still a podium, mate. And in 3rd, we have the one, the only, making his debut. Oh, God. Making his debut for the Virtual Racers Club onto the podium. I bring you Daz. Well done. 3rd spot. Take a boo, my son. So that's Daz on the podium there. Great stuff there. Liam Anfield finishing in a fantastic 4th. Strong all the way through that race. Fighting for everything he's got. There was a Racer Brown. A little bit of luck. Saw him coming up through to 5th place, with Bunny and Psycho having their fight with each other. Stevie Styler finishing in 6th. Where did I write Stevie Styler? There he is. He got 6th in the first race. 7th place for Psycho, I imagine. Steaming. It's not going to help with his championship battle with Racer Brown, and I'm guessing IR Graham now. In 8th, Bunny. Bunny had a pretty good race. I don't think it helped him there at the end with Matt Psycho, but 8th place nonetheless. 9th place for Gazman, all over the back of Bunny on that final lap, but Gazman would have hoped for more, I think, out of this. 10th place for Guesty there, better than his 11th in the first race. 11th for Jokus there. And in 12th was Monsieur Noxie. No? Maybe not. There you go. Monsieur Noxie. Still one of my favourite liveries, the Patronus one. So, doesn't matter if you're not winning them, as long as you look good, Noxie. Oh, it was Jam that disappeared. DNF for Jam. Ooh. I thought there was a car that missed, went, and we saw Jim on Wise disappear before our very eyes. And also Homesick Alien. So, a race of attrition around here at Mount Panama, losing 3 cars. Well, that was it. That was round 5 of the Super GT. One more round to go. Suzuka, join us when I broadcast it. I will do it as soon as I can at some point. So, nothing left to say except for I was your commentator and broadcaster. I'm not sure. Who was I? Who am I? Adam Zappel. All my best. Take care of each other. Have fun. Drive fast. But only in sim. I will catch you on the flip side. Cheerio, guys. It was a great race. Yeah, no, I should look at Io Graham. There you go. Congratulations, Io Graham. Great win. Brilliant stuff. Thank you very much. I forgot my name already. Adam's Apple. There you go. I'll see you later, guys. Much love. Big love. Huge love. Fantastic love. Bye.